Well, I need to give you this warning because now mask mandates are being reinstated here in the United States. Now, I want to come out and be very clear that we are seeing this across the US. However, one specific state and certain area of that state is doing this as we speak, but others are looking into this as well. This is something that could spread very soon as flu season kicks off here in the United States. So I'm gonna break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So yes, it is true. We could see mask mandates sweep the United States once again. But look at this. It says mask mandates return for healthcare facilities in deep blue state. Now, it says healthcare workers in several Bay Area counties must wear masks indoors during flu and cold season. Now, obviously, certain healthcare facilities, they're somewhat concerned about what is going on. And I get that. So hospitals, clinics, right, some specialty care centers, they are going to see mask mandates return. Here's where things get very interesting. I've been talking to a handful of some friends of mine and some acquaintances, and they've all said the same thing. One thing that they're concerned with is that people are likely going to get the flu, test positive for COVID. The measles is going around. Whooping cough right now is what many people are concerned with. And if this continues to accelerate, we are going to see employees calling in sick. And of course, we want them to call in sick. We don't want them coming in and getting everyone else sick as well. Here's the problem. Over the past year, we've seen more and more companies lay off, tens of thousands of workers. The concern here is by laying off all those workers, the workforce is very limited. Okay, it's very thin, which means if a bunch of people get sick on the same day, then that business may have to shut down. This is one of the reasons why a friend of mine who actually runs a restaurant in California is making it a requirement that their staff has to wear masks. The customers don't have to wear masks, but the staff does. Obviously, you can probably guess there's been some pushback there, but that was their decision because of all the illnesses that they've experienced just over the past 2 months. Now look at this. Whooping cough and measles spreading at fastest rate in years. Yeah, obviously we're seeing this, now, but we knew this was going to happen. This is no surprise. We knew these additional viruses were going to spread as people took their masks off, and now we have a weakened immune system because we wore a mask for like 3 years. Of course we're going to be different. But look at this one as well. It says whooping cough cases surged to record levels in the US according to the CDC. Now here's the crazy stat. I want you to see this one. It says whooping cough cases up more than 340% over this time last year. Doctors warn of risks for young children and recommend an updated vaccine. Okay. Now, this is not a video on to get the vaccine or not get it. It's up to you. But here's what you need to know. Many people over the past 3 to 4 years didn't get a vaccine. They didn't want to get updated. They didn't want to do any of that stuff. Why? Because they were concerned. The CDC was not coming out and being 100% truthful. As a result, many people didn't get their updated vaccines on anything. Not just on COVID, on anything. This included the parents and children. They just didn't get anything because they didn't believe what the CDC was telling them. Now, I want to read a little bit this article, okay, about the mask mandates. And the reason why I want to read this is simple. I want you to understand what we are about to face. Because we are about to see businesses potentially shut down because they do not have any employees to work. This is what I want you to take away from this. Not the fact that we're seeing the mask come back, but the fact that businesses are now concerned that they will not have enough employees to cover shifts. That's why they're going to be asking employees to wear a mask. And this is only for the flu and cold season. We're seeing the flu go around already. We're seeing whooping cough, measles, COVID is still a thing. And then on top of all that, we still have an ordinary cold. Yeah, people are concerned. I want to read this to you. It says, with winter fast approaching, several Bay Area counties have recently issued health orders requiring that face masks must be worn in hospitals, skilled nursing facilities, and other healthcare settings beginning on November 1st and extending through either March 31st or April 30th, 2025. It says the new mandates were put into effect to prevent the spread of the flu, COVID, and other seasonal illnesses. The requirements only apply to healthcare workers except in Santa Clara and San Mateo counties, which also require visitors to put on masks. Santa Clara is also requiring the patients mask up as well. Now, here's something I think is very interesting. We've also heard that the government is a little bit concerned as well, and they may soon require government employees in office buildings to mask up as well. Is there something that they're not telling us? I don't think so. I know that's what a lot of people are spreading on TikTok and all over the internet, but at this time, I don't think we are having a new illness come out. I don't think there's a new virus. I don't think a virus is mutated enough that we need to bring mask mandates back, but it's starting. What's interesting is we're only on October 13th. We still have a long ways to go of this winter. So, what does this mean? Well, here's what I can tell you. We are going to have a very interesting winter. We are going, or here in the Pacific Northwest, up north as well, over on the East Coast, we are going to see a wetter and colder winter, which according to experts is likely going to increase the chances of the flu going around even more, COVID spreading, obviously whooping cough, measles, all those. We are going to see an increase in illnesses here this winter. So, what we are going to see, I don't know. Okay, I will report that as soon as we see information on it. But as of today, that is what we know. Experts are highly concerned. The American people are a little bit frustrated that we are seeing mask mandates come back just because there's a small surge in certain illnesses. People aren't necessarily dying, but hospitals will start to be overwhelmed. That's the reason why hospitals are requiring mask mandates at this time. So, I will leave you with that. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.